Starting something from scratch sucks. This is not new information, but I want to revel in that, but also speak to why it is ultimately worth it at the end. Being somebody that is over the age of 40, you've experienced quite a bit. Lots of successes, lots of failures, and also the ability to assess if something is worth our time and energy. A more recent project that I decided to take up is learning how to make homemade pasta from scratch. If you're new or returning to the channel, my name is Elaine, and I post every week about random things that are on my mind. Particularly, if you're over the age of 40, I'm hoping that I'm not alone on these thoughts. So if you have your own opinions, I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. But let's get into it. There are 3 reasons why I think creating something from scratch really sucks. Before I do that, I want to talk about my first-hand experience trying homemade pasta. I was invited to a dinner where my friend was going to make us homemade pasta, and upon entering, I had this preconceived notion that we would start eating pasta around, an hour. What came of it was basically waiting for dinner to be consumed 3.5 hours later. It was around 10 o'clock at night. I just remember that it was such a long day as it was, and I was so hungry that I came to this conclusion that homemade pasta is just not worth it at all. It was really good, but not worth the time and energy to wait for it. When I moved into this whole thought of creating pasta, there is this level of uncertainty. The internet is full of recipes, ideas. You can even see somebody create pasta from start to finish, and it's available for you to learn and do the thing. You don't know what is going to happen. The recipe could be just all sorts of messed up. I mean, do you even know if you have the right tools? And that's what kind of sucks about it, is because you become a little bit more hesitant because, there are things in your life that's on a routine. Moving into the footage that you're seeing is my second attempt to making pasta. The first one was actually relatively good. When you actually are going into your second try, or even into your multiple tries after, there is a learning curve, and it can take a little bit of time, a little bit of energy to know what it takes to, 1, make really good pasta, to understand how to better, to keep your kitchen clean, which I have not yet learned how to do. And then lastly, we talked about uncertainty. There is just a really good chance that you can fail. After purchasing all of the tools, all of the things that you need, a ton of videos, you might find out that you don't have it right, and it sucks, and it doesn't seem like it's worth it. And I think that's really one of the main reasons why starting something from ground up is really hard. It's kind of risky, right? I will say that purchasing pasta in a grocery store is definitely much more easier. All the time and energy that you spend is yours. And I think that when you actually create something and when you achieve it, regardless of what it looks like or what the outcome is, it's basically yours. You get to feel that sense of accomplishment. It's your concoction, and as much as you may be disappointed with the outcome, or you might not feel it's good enough, it's still you're still taking ownership of what that is. You definitely grow with a level of problem solving if you continue to acquire information and you don't do anything about it, you don't really learn how to refine, make quicker decisions if you don't know what you're doing. The more that you kind of put yourself in like this creation mode, you learn how to problem solve better in other aspects of your life. And in speaking to problem solving, your ability to reassess your previous experiences as what they were may change. It definitely takes a little bit more time to create your own pasta from scratch, because obviously, yes, you can purchase it. You can get really high quality pasta anywhere. Thinking back on that experience I had, one, was really, really hungry and probably very hangry. But two, I didn't think that the value of the meal, which was really good, met the time commitment. And it was something that I didn't even make. That specific experience probably marred my thought process to actually make pasta till many, many years later. And now I just feel like, wow, the overall outcome of the pasta that I created was actually, I was very, very proud. Threw it in a pot and boom, there's noodles. Couldn't believe it. In the end, I think the more projects that you decide to handle and really to see them through allows you to reflect on the values that are important to you. If I'm taking on something new and I feel like it is a benefit to, one, my life and the people that I care about, it will hopefully create more positive outcomes and add value to those said things. So I don't know, this is just kind of my thought on this, especially now that I am recognizing that it is, with time and resources, I really want to enjoy some of the finer things, and creating something in my home that is like relatively basic, it really has just kind of changed my world a little bit. It's rocked my world in a way that I didn't expect it to. So I don't know, if you've ever made pasta, I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. It's always interesting to find out what we can create. In any case, I think that my second try making pasta was a relative success, and I find myself looking forward to creating new concoctions while my significant other helps create a quality sauce or even like the extra protein that you need. And so that's really all I wanted to talk about. I hope that if there is a project that you're working on that, yeah, like it does sometimes suck, but I'm really hoping that you know that you're not alone, and at the end of the day, it is well worth it.